Bitcoin is gonna hit $150,000 a coin, man, because Russia just legalized crypto and the digital ruble is about to lead the charge. If you hear a friend saying something like that, tell them to put down the glue and watch this video first. Yeah, it's true that Russia passed that law, but there are so many details they need to know, like the fact that the digital ruble isn't crypto, man, or that the law Russia passed is basically useless. It doesn't actually apply to the average Russian citizen on the street. It is a law specifically for international trade. But the point of this video isn't to say, hey, Bitcoin is definitely going to the moon. The point I really need to share in this video is that Russia legalizing crypto is like Russia building a wall to protect itself from the massive influx of the US dollar in the form of stablecoins that is coming in the next 2 years. It's approved for use, and it's coming. The crucial point here is that if US stablecoins enter the market, they won't just disrupt the ruble. They have the potential to disrupt every single currency in every country where people have mobile phones. Support legal Russian crypto, and if you don't want your friends to get rich overnight, you can scan this QR code. Or, supporting the Thai Money Monster channel is super easy. Just like, share, and comment to chat with us. Haven't subscribed yet? Please hit that subscribe button. Or, if you want to support our channel long term, you can become a member. We've got emojis, tuk-tuks, tuk-tuks. We've already got them ready for you to use. Alright, let's get into it. Where did this rumor about Bitcoin going to the moon at $150,000 come from? It comes from this news. On August 4th, Russian President Vladimir Putin just signed a 287-page law called the Federal Law on Digital Currency and Digital Rights, which effectively legalizes crypto in Russia. It's basically the Russian version of the Clarity Act, and the first event that will come along with this approval is the grand opening of the digital ruble. The digital ruble is Russia's CBDC. So for those who are to the moon types, you really need to understand the details here. Yes, Russia has legalized crypto in the country, and yes, they are launching a CBDC, but these are two separate things, because a CBDC, underline this, a CBDC equals a CBDC. It is not crypto. A CBDC is issued by the central bank of each country. In Russia's case, that means the CBDC, or the digital ruble, is issued by the Bank of Russia, runs on the Bank of Russia's platform, is operated by the Bank of Russia, and can be minted at the discretion of the Bank of Russia. Therefore, this has absolutely no effect on crypto prices and no effect on Bitcoin prices. Now, regarding the point about Russia legalizing crypto, does this part have an effect on crypto prices and Bitcoin prices? Come on, I'll explain it slowly so you understand what actually causes an effect and what doesn't. What's that? Some people are complaining, thinking, just tell me already, don't sit there explaining, just tell me if it has an effect or not. Calm down. If you're gonna be this impatient, maybe you should switch to a lottery number channel or something, right? Still some people saying good. Hey, wait, let's come back. Let's listen to the explanation. First, let's talk about why Russia had to sign and approve a law over 200 pages long to make crypto legal. What are they actually doing this for? There are official reasons and unofficial reasons. Let's start with the official reasons first. This might not sound that exciting. The official reason is that Russia wants to go back to trading with other countries without having the US in the middle again. Because right now, Russia has everything. They have oil, natural gas, metals, and all sorts of things. Others want to buy as well. But the problem is, how do they buy it? Since the seller doesn't know how the buyer will pay them once the sale is made, it's difficult right in the middle. Why? Because in international trade all over the world, usually in the supply chain, no matter where you are in the world, when you sell something, at some point in that supply chain, there has to be a US financial institution in the middle, acting like a connector or something. The buyer has to send their money to the seller, right? So the money goes from the buyer's bank, then it has to reach that middle connector, which is the US financial institution, and only then does it reach the seller's bank, and finally it gets into the seller's hands. This middle connection point has a fancy name. They call it a correspondent account, which officially translates to an interbank agency account. Honestly, this connector is the most critical point in the trade supply chain. It's a big deal. You could even call it a weapon, because whoever controls this connection point has the power to decide whether or not you're allowed to trade. Since 2022, everyone remembers that, when Russia attacked Ukraine, the US was unhappy and cut off this connection for Russia, preventing them from using the SWIFT system. They even seized $300 billion of Russia's money within the SWIFT system, which President Vladimir Putin spoke about. This is an unfair competition. Furthermore, President Putin also said that the US is a country that, if it wants to sanction someone, it doesn't really need a substantial reason. The US can use any reason at all to sanction other countries. Let's listen to the audio. Financial loss, guaranteed health, garbled, and the good. Those solutions access garbled, anti-West, financial payment infrastructure, wealth, fully understand the unfair competition, garbled. They provide very new with likely ongoing conflict, garbled. The conflict, the military, at least in another instance, defines conflict. A growth-oriented office continues to, they are old, going to file floor, which basically makes it necessary to bring crypto into this point instead, the connection point that used to be the United States. Because crypto is a bearer asset, or an asset that whoever holds it owns it, allowing for payments between each other without needing an intermediary. The important thing is that it doesn't need America. Keep telling them what they can or cannot do. The main point of this law is to allow Russia to trade with foreign countries using crypto legally. There is no transaction limit, you can transfer wallet to wallet, you can do whatever, as long as you report it and pay taxes. So if you ask, hey, seriously, if Russia just wanted to sell goods, why go through the trouble of approving a law and creating a new crypto system? Why not just use the black market or shadow banking? That would seem easier, right? Well, there's a reason Russia isn't doing that. It's because the US is actively tracking those black markets through the supply chain. A recent example is Janet Yellen, the US Secretary of the Treasury, who just completely dismantled Iran's shadow banking system. Now, coming back to another reason why Russia needs to legalize crypto, this one is unofficial, but I think it's because Russia passed this law to prevent its 140 million citizens from saving their money in US stablecoins on their phones. Otherwise, the ruble would definitely collapse. And this right here is the point of this video. It's not about Bitcoin going to the moon, because this is about the importance of currencies worldwide. Every country that has its own currency, every country where the citizens have mobile phones, needs to prepare for the $1 tsunami that will come in the form of stablecoins, which is almost certain to happen if the Clarity Act gets approved, and that will take only about 2 more years. Do you remember the rumors from before about the US using stablecoins to wipe out its debt? I've already talked about that in the stablecoins wiping out debt video, so you can go back and watch it again. And I'll replay this clip because I was the first one to talk about this issue. On the national economic stage, it was Russia, specifically Anton Kobiakov. He holds the position of advisor to President Vladimir Putin of the Russian Federation. He spoke on stage at the Eastern Economic Forum on September 6, 2025, saying that America will move its $35 trillion debt into a crypto cloud, devalue it, and start the debt anew from zero. I just talked about this just over a year ago, but what's different from when it was said back then is that in the US, it was at $35 trillion. But right now, it's at $40 trillion. And after I went to look at the Clarity Act, I actually made a video about the Clarity Act, so if anyone wants to see the details, you can click the link here. After reading the Clarity Act, the version that hasn't been approved yet, but is starting to take some rough shape, it's become understandable how to use stablecoins after this. Which actually seems like a principle that isn't that difficult at all. It's basically allowing private companies, anyone really, to issue stablecoins with the condition that every single stablecoin must be backed by US government bonds or US debt on a one-to-one basis. Then these stablecoins that are issued can be used to provide services on platforms, applications, or whatever else, and can be sent all over the world. But this stablecoin, anyone who has a mobile phone with a Play Store or an App Store, can essentially own US government bonds right along with owning that stablecoin. This means that what I've talked about before, about government bonds being in the danger zone or this country or that country rushing to sell off US government bonds, you don't have to care anymore. You don't have to care if Japan will remain America's biggest creditor or if they'll still come to auction for US government bonds. You don't have to care if China will dump their bonds. It doesn't matter how much they sell off, because if you use US government bonds to back a stablecoin at a 1-to-1 ratio and export it for the whole world to use, this would be retail, or exporting US government bonds to individual investors on a massive scale, something that has never happened before in world history. Therefore, they don't need to care whether big countries will buy America's debt, because soon people all over the world will be the ones helping to hold that debt. Once the stablecoin is issued, then the next logical question is, how exactly do they clear the debt? It's not that difficult to figure out either. They can simply increase or decrease the debt value through the price of the stablecoin itself. Now, what I'm telling you here isn't guaranteed to be true, but it's something that could potentially happen if the US Clarity Act gets approved. And if the law doesn't change, it will proceed as planned. Again, I want to emphasize that this will take only about 2 more years. At that moment, the $1 army will strike harder than a tsunami against every currency, and no borders or military force will be able to stop it. Even shutting down the entire country's internet won't be able to halt this technology. This technology cannot be stopped. Therefore, legalizing crypto in Russia today is equivalent to building a wall to prevent $1 from flooding in and destroying the ruble in the next 2 years. As for the method Russia is using today, it's creating its own digital currency, forcing citizens to use it, pushing for salaries to be paid via the digital ruble, and ensuring that transactions run through the digital ruble. The principle is to make their own digital currency version strong before the US dollar's digital currency arrives. Another consequence that Russia is getting, which they are rushing to do right now, is that there's no downside. It will also allow them to trade with foreign countries. At this point, people will start wondering, so when are you going to talk about whether what Russia is doing has an effect on crypto and Bitcoin prices or not? Yeah, I'll tell you right now, there isn't one. It has no effect. If I say it has no effect, are you going to close this video? Are we going to part ways right here? Don't close it yet. Let's just say I'm baiting you to keep watching. Because if you don't finish watching and then go gossip about it with your friends, it might not be as juicy. Because the point I'm about to tell you next, you could call it the MSG of the story. It's about the weirdness of the law that when I read it, I stared at it twice and shouted in my head, oh, really? Like this? It's the part where they legalized crypto, and we were like, wow, Russia's so progressive, allowing Bitcoin and crypto to be used in the country, but the reality is that's not the case at all. The people in Russia barely get any benefit from this law at all. Oh, really? See, this law doesn't actually make it easier for ordinary Russian people to, have a law that protects their money from inflation by letting them hold Bitcoin or anything like that. No. Russia actually has laws that limit how much crypto regular citizens, what they call non-qualified investors, which is the majority of the population, can actually hold. They can only hold no more than around 300,000 to 600,000 Russian rubles. Wait, actually, it's capped at around 600,000 rubles, which is roughly 6,000 to 7,000 US dollars. Aside from that, the restrictions on spending crypto within Russia remain exactly the same. You can't use Bitcoin to buy meat, you can't use Bitcoin to buy coffee, you can't use Bitcoin to buy a burger, and you're forbidden from even advertising that your shop accepts Bitcoin. It's forbidden because this law wasn't created to protect the money of ordinary people. This law was enacted to facilitate international trade, and more importantly, to prevent capital flight, or to prevent capital flight. Because in the end, Russia is still the same. They just don't want the ruble flowing out into other currencies. They don't want the ruble flowing into dollars, and they don't want the ruble flowing into crypto either. Right now, many countries, not just Russia, who realize there's a major shock coming, are all bracing themselves to protect their own currencies. Like Russia, they've already made crypto legal. The EU, once they knew Russia had legalized crypto, immediately put up a wall too. They banned operators in the EU zone from trading through 70 Russian banks, and also banned trading with any digital currency or digital ruble from Russia. Honestly, what Russia is doing today, if you ask whether the people like it, they don't. There were even surveys showing that only about 1 in 10 people actually support it. Said they wanted to use the digital ruble, while others were still confused, like, why is this here? Why do we need another digital currency? They were just confused. But you know what the point is? The confusion happening in Russia today still has 2 years for explanation and understanding, my friend. At this moment, globalization has collapsed. Relying on other countries' resources has become a national security risk. Therefore, the most important thing that any country that doesn't prepare for, I think, won't survive, is the ability to rely on its own financial system without needing to depend on anyone else's connection points. Because for this matter, the dollar is ready to transform into a stablecoin and invade, attacking the savings of the people in your country, replacing your own currency. That is a disaster that's like a scheduled appointment. The time is set that it will definitely come at this time. If you don't prepare to defend against it, it's no different than opening your chest and welcoming them, saying, "Go ahead, take a knife and stab it right into the heart of our currency."